Hello everybody, welcome. Please have your seats or you can stand, doesn't matter. Thanks for coming. Diolch am dod. Geldiğiniz için teşekkürler. So this is going to be a night where we share some of our stories, some poetry, our sorrows, our happiness, solidarity. So that's why we wanted to organize this. We wanted to provide a platform for our international communities to join together in solidarity. All the people all around the world who cared for the people in Turkey and Syria, thank you very much. Your support, not just your financial support, your moral support, everything that you've done or you tried to do and even coming here really helped all of us ease the pain a little bit. Thank you and welcome.
Well, thank you very much, everybody, for being here, for joining with us. And a couple of people were asking me about the fundraiser, and I kept saying that this is first and foremost for us to join together because grief is too big. And there's no space for hope, or there was no space for hope, but in sharing the grief we can produce hope, and that is the purpose of this evening. And of course your donations will be welcome in supporting people. The money that we are going to send is the Alevi Community Center, and there's a particular reason that we are going to send that money to there. Identity politics is something that I'm very interested in, and it's sad that at the time of humanitarian crisis, identity politics can play a massive role in distribution of the funds, of the aid, of the relief, and where it is going and how it is going to be spent. Alevi people are the religious minority in Turkey, and although they pay their taxes like everybody else, our religious organizations are not funded by the government, but by fundraisers. So we have very little resources despite our considerably large population. So my family has always been involved in the community center, civil society organizations. So that was my target. I knew that they weren't going to receive any proportion of the funds raised, so I thought whatever I raise I could send to our community center to help people there.
The people were not just only fighting with the earthquake, but they were also fighting with the authorities, with their government, with even some of the organizations who supposed to help people, they were fighting with them. And one of the reasons is that because now Turkey is such a divided country. It has always been that way, as most of the countries are, but over the last couple of years, it has the divide has even got bigger and bigger. So I just want to give you a little context about who lives in the area, mostly. Money collected on this GoFundMe page that Phyllis set up will be sent to Adana Hacı Bektaş Kültür Association. It's a civil society organization set up by Alevi people who follows the teachings of 13th century dervish who said difference in religion is unnecessary and preached the unity of the universe, God, human as the divine. Alevi people are ethnically Arab, Kurdish, Turkish and Zaza people in Anatolia. As the census data does not record number of Alevis, it is estimated that their population is between 20 and 30 million, comprising of approximately 1/3 of the total population of Turkey. However, as Filiz just stated, their faith is not recognized, and the taxes they pay support Sunni Islamic institutions such as mosques, which Alevi people does not attend for their worship or any other purposes. This imbalance was unfortunately evident in how the donations were collected and managed, not only in Turkey, but in other countries too, including Wales. Aid was collected to support mostly Turkish Muslims affected by the earthquake, yet most of the affected areas are home to Kurdish, Arabic, Zaza and Turkish people, as well as Syrian Arab asylum seekers and refugees. Most of the affected people were Alevis who would not go to mosques to receive aid, and mosques will support Sunni and Shafi Muslim people in these regions. That is why it's important that everything that's collected today will be sent to Adana Hacı Bektaş Veli Center, Cultural Center.
Yeah, I'm here to represent Wales Pen Cymru, an organization which is part of PEN International and looks after freedom of speech. And Feliz is an integral part of Wales Pen Cymru. And in a meeting, executive meeting a couple of months ago, when the disaster happened, we all decided that PEN Cymru would support Feliz's initiative. Wales Pen Cymru does that. It's an organization which promotes freedom of speech and is particularly concerned about minorities, minority languages, the rights of minorities to voice their concerns. And so this is a very Wales Pen Cymru campaign. So please.
Can I just say it's a great privilege to be with you all today, and this is really clearly an exhibition of solidarity from Swansea, and we're very much a community of communities, and I echo that what's been said by the previous speakers, including Mehmet. It's important that we stand together this tragic time. Wherever you come from in the world, you're here to make. You're welcome. There's a welcome hand rather than an angry fist of resistance in Swansea, in Wales, to help rebuild your lives here and to move forward in solidarity. So it's very great to have all these people. I pay tribute to everybody in this room, and let's move forward in that spirit and do what we can to help in this great tragedy, and to ask other people to help as well.
بله زلزله بو خشم و مازن بو عمر ما قد بو زلزله بو ده بند و بند کرن ده گوت ساوتی من ده بیزی نو بیزی بله ده گونه زواره ازتی بوما زلزله بو خشم و مازن بو عمر ما قد بو باره دویی که ما وقتو که بچوکن سر سوی رو دون سر درگوشه به حواس به اومدی ونگ مازن دکرن زورو که خو لأولیه کردستانه کرک جمود زمان می بلکی نزوناله او زمان دویی که ماو خونگو میشی کاچکو خوب بوک بو حنه دستو هنگ زون ناو سوی زور رو دون سرداری درگوشه دگوتن لکه خزالا چیایی گر ببی خونگا دوی که خواهی لکه دلال دوی خواهی چیچک و جماتایی پشت گرتی باوی خواهی اره اموان لورکنا گربون ل خشم و عصر بو عمر ما قد بو Yaru yaru tu yare muni ha yaru yaru tu yare muni kase be kasa khud na chora lo yaru qurba parganda gani ha yaru yaru ha yaru yaru ha yaru yaru tu yare muni ha yaru yaru tu kake muni Tema tema lu yaro tema uy tema lu yaro tema Av kume zalim kume yezidan amma cir kırın Ha yaro kurba astan o geme Ha yaro yaro astan o geme Ha yaro yaro tu yare muni Yaru kurba çünev hatine ha yaru yaru çünev hatine az bi heyrana dev gutine tücar tırnavum az usan navum nu yaru kurba nırun iştine ha yaru yaru tu yare muni ha yaru yaru tu kake muni Pirimin tüm hakikata Kapı pirimin tüm hakikata Al pire pira İmam-ı Hüseyin Khade irfane Şalele mera bıka şefkate Ha yaru yaru bıka şefkate Ha yaru yaru tu yare muni Ha yaru yaru tu kake muni Ha yaru yaru ha yaru yaru ha yaru yaru ha yaru yaru tu piremeni ha yaru yaru tu kakemeni Kaki khara rabum dore Avgutuna vajirindo Avgutuna vajirindo Rindo rindo rindo rindo rindo rindo Tujural biram minore uydalolu yavalo, uydalolu yavalo. Dilemeci kurban aman aman aman aman aman aman Bırıp şeftin hevala Evdel ola luy hevala Evdel ola tüm hevala على العشق بالسوداء على العشق بالسوداء شالت ما مار منكي شالت ما مار منكي رندو رندو رندو رندو رندو رندو ياك بفكالا دا قربا لو بيرول مراماي ويدالالو يهبالو ويدالالو يهبالو Dilemeci kurban aman aman aman aman aman aman Bırıp şeftin delola Evheb ola luy delola Evheb ola tüm delola
Come out. Aderyn pyr ar aden las, bydd I mi'n was dibrydar. O brysur brysio at y ferch, lle roes I'm serch yn gynnar. Dos di ati, dywad wrthi, mod i'n wylo dŵr yn heli, mod I mirad am ei gwelad, ac o'i chariad yn ffeili a cherddad, o ddiw fa ddeior ar ddeillun, am boeni dyn mor galad. Pan o'n i'n hoenus iawn fy hwyl, diwrnod gwyl yn gwylio. Can fyddwn fenyw lan ar ei oed, ar ysgawn droed yn rodio. Pan ei gwelais sydd mi sefais yn fy nghalon I, feddyliais dyma'r ddynas, lan ar deyrnas, a'i gwyn yn harddi, pawb o'i chwmpas, ni fy'n swmgredir, un dyn byw. Nad oedd hi rhyw anghylas. Thank you, diolch yn fawr. Cysga nawr a chaid y lyged lws, mae nos yn awr. Mae Abertawe'n goleu o heno, rod y ben I lawr. Cysga nawr a chaid y lyged lws, mae nos yn awr. Mae na hawel fwyn dros ben ring gwyr, rod y ben I lawr. Cysga nawr a chai dy lyged lws, mae nos yn awr. Tonau yn llonydd ar mor fristeno, rod y men I lawr. Cysga nawr a chai dy lyged lws, mae nos yn awr. Llonydd yw'r cychod yn dinbych y pysgod, rod y ben I lawr. Cysga nawr a chai dy lyged lws, mae nos yn awr. Tywod ar draeth Llan Steffan y fori, rod y ben I lawr. Cysga nawr a chai dy lyged lws, mae nos yn awr. Bydd Castell Cydweli yn sefyll y fori, rod y ben I lawr. Cysga nawr a chai dy lyged lws, mae nos yn awr. Mae goleidi Porth Tywyn yn fflachio nos da, rod y ben I lawr. Mae goleidi Porth Tywyn yn fflachio nos da, rod y ben I lawr. O llamrantair sy'r ddywedant ar hyd y nos. Dyma'r ffordd i frog o goniant ar hyd y nos. No golau arall i'w gwellwch i arddangos gwir prydferthwch. Teulu'r nefoedd mewn tawelwch ar hyd y nos. O mor siriol gwyn a seren ar hyd y nos. I oleoi chwaer ddeiaren ar hyd y nos. Nos yw henaint pan naw cystydd, ond i harddi dyn a'i hwyrdydd. Rho'n ein golau gwan i'n gilydd ar hyd y nos. Nos yw henaint pan naw cystydd, ond i harddi dyn a'i hwyrdydd. Rho'n ein golau gwan i'n gilydd ar hyd y nos. Diolch yn fawr a nos da. Thank you very much. Good again. Thank you.
Bütün taşlar gibi vekarlı, hapiste söylenen bütün türküler gibi kederli, bütün yük hayvanları gibi battal, ağır ve aç çocukların dargın gözlerine benzeyen elleriniz. Arılar gibi hünerli, sütlü memeler gibi yüklü, tabiat gibi cesur ve dost yumuşaklıklarını haşin derilerinin altında gizleyen elleriniz. Bu dünya öküzün üstünde değil, bu dünya ellerinizin üstünde duruyor ve insanlar, ah benim insanlarım, yalanla besliyorlar sizi. Halbuki açsınız. Etle, ekmekle beslenmeye muhtaçsınız ve beyaz bir sofrada bir kere bile yemek yemeden doyasıya göçüp gidersiniz bu her dalı yemiş dolu dünyadan insanlar. Ah benim insanlarım, hele Asya'dakiler, Afrika'dakiler, Yakın Doğu, Orta Doğu, Pasifik adaları ve benim memleketlilerim. Yani bütün insanların %70'inden çoğu. Elleriniz gibi ihtiyar ve dalgınsınız. Elleriniz gibi meraklı, hayran ve gençsiniz insanlarım. Ah benim insanlarım, Avrupalım, Amerikalım benim, uyanık, atak ve unutkansın ellerin gibi tez kandırılır, kolay atlatılırsın. İnsanları, ah benim insanlarım, antenler yalan söylüyorsa rotatifler, kitaplar yalan söylüyorsa, duvarda afiş, sütunda ilan yalan söylüyorsa, beyaz perdede yalan söylüyorsa, çıplak baldırları kızların dua yalan söylüyorsa, ninni yalan söylüyorsa, rüya yalan söylüyorsa, meyhanede keman çalan yalan söylüyorsa, umutsuz günlerin gecelerinde ay ışığı, ses yalan söylüyorsa, söz yalan söylüyorsa, renk yalan söylüyorsa, ellerinizden başka her şey, herkes yalan söylüyorsa, elleriniz balçık gibi itaatli, elleriniz karanlık gibi kör, elleriniz çoban köpekleri gibi aptal olsun, elleriniz isyan etmesin diyedir. Ve zaten bu kadar az misafir kaldığımız bu ölümlü, bu yaşanası dünyada bu bezirgan saltanatı, bu zulüm bitmesin diyedir. Your hands, sober as rock, somber as jailhouse melodies, heavy as a beast of burden, dour as starved children, your hands, quick as bees, nutritious as breasts, bold as life, making their way with rough and smooth. The world's not a toy tossed by bull. You have it in your hands. Oh, my people, you're fed with lies, and you starve. Meat and bread you need. Who comes to no clean table for a meal goes away empty from the world at harvest. People of mine, in Asia, Africa, Near East, Middle East, Pacifica, and my fellows, 7/10 of the world, aged and oblivious as your hands, young and sprightly too. People of mine, those of Europe and America, your hands are fast and indifferent. You too, fooling, befooled. Oh, my people, if broadcasts lie, and presses lie, and books, if advertisements lie on every wall and paper, and the naked haunches on the screen, and every prayer and cradle song, and every dream, the fiddler at the inn, and moonlight at the end of viewless days, and utterance, and language, and nothing is not false except your hands, it is so they'll feel the potter's touch, blind as dark, dumb as sheepdogs, and not revolt. And so, in this dying, living world where we guests are greeted and sped, this empire of dealers, this torture just won't end.
Daye, daye, daye, bekesame vaye. Daye, daye, daye, bekesame vaye. Felek kıymas biyor, şia hardı şahiye. Felek kıymas biyor, şia hardı şahiye. Ezo çerejaye. Dersim vera sonu vela tamemekiya. Dersim vera sonu vela tamemekiya. Daye kesi daye kesey bike toti dine diya tira here diya. Vano iris heşta tepya ve seniya. Vano iris heşta tepya ve seniya. Lazım kaştey büke trahere diya. Lazım kaştey büke trahere diya. Ömrümü kediya. Sorry.
efendim, nesini söyleyeyim canım efendim. Gayrı düzen tutmaz telimiz bizim, telimiz bizim. Arzu hal eylesem hey dost deftere sığmaz, omuzdan kesilmiş kolumuz bizim. Arzu hal eylesem yar yar deftere sığmaz, omuzdan kesilmiş kolumuz bizim. Benim bu gidişe aklım ermiyor, benim bu gidişe aklım ermiyor. Fukara halimden kimse bilmiyor, kimse sormuyor. Padişah sikkesi hey dost selam vermiyor, kefensiz kalacak ölümüz bizim. Padişah sikkesi hey dost selam vermiyor, kefensiz kalacak ölümüz bizim. Serdari halimiz böyle ne olacak? Serdari halimiz böyle ne olacak? Kısa çöp uzundan hakkını alacak, hakkını alacak. Saraylar yıkılıp hey dost viran olacak, akıbet dağılır ilimiz bizim. Saraylar yıkılıp hey dost viran olacak, akıbet dağılır ilimiz bizim. Thank you. Bunu bilen arkadaşlar beraber söylersek iyi olur benim için de. Birçok dert vermiş, beraber derman vermiş. Mevlam birçok dert vermiş, beraber derman vermiş. Şu tükenmez derdime neden ilaç vermemiş? Diley yar, diley yar, diley yar. Şu tükenmez derdime neden ilaç vermemiş? Diley yar, diley yar, diley yar. Fanidir dünya, fani alır da vermez yari. Fanidir dünya, fani alır da vermez yari. Şu tükenmez derdimi tabipler de bilmedi. Diley yar, diley yar, diley yar. Şu tükenmez derdimi tabipler de görmedi. Diley yar, diley yar, diley yar. Yüzümdeki derin çizgiler kaç asrın ifadesi bilir misin? Saçlarımdaki beyazlar kaç dal karına bedel. Saçlarımdaki beyazlar kaç dal karına bedel. Bir ben sığamadım bu koca şehre, bir ben sığamadım bu koca şehre. Bir yanımı sevdalar götürmüş, bir yanım işte bugünlerde. Bir yanımı sevdalar götürmüş, bir yanım işte bugünlerde. Sebepsiz değil gözlerimin böyle nemli oluşu. Benim zaten bir yarim oldu, sevdiyse beni bir o sevdi. Benim zaten bir yarim oldu, sevdiyse beni bir o sevdi. Bir ben sığamadım bu koca şehre, bir ben sığamadım bu koca şehre. Bir Bir yanımı sevdalar götürmüş, bir yanım işte bugünlerde. Bir yanımı sevdalar götürmüş, bir yanım işte bugünlerde. Anlat diyorsun, haydi anlat. Ne anlatayım ki ben sana? Alt tarafı buralar sürgün yeri. Ne anlatayım ki ben sana? Alt tarafı buralar sürgün yeri. Ne anlatayım ki ben sana? Bir ben sığamadım bu koca şehre, bir ben sığamadım bu koca şehre. Bir yanımı sevdalar götürmüş, bir yanım işte bugünlerde. Bir yanımı sevdalar götürmüş, bir yanım işte bugünlerde.
The boy who drew. Here is the paper, it is white. Here is the pen, it is black. Voices chatter all round, but when the boy opens his mouth, the sounds don't come. He watches the paper, loves to see the thin black lines snaking, sliding over white, astonished at the world caught in those smooth curves. For there, on the page, the table, like magic, from nothing, and there, chairs. The pen moves quickly. There is his sister, his mother, his brother, his father, each on a chair, hands reaching out, mouths open, singing, perhaps. And now there are eyes as well as mouths. Now they can see him too. He smiles. Voices buzz somewhere, but the figures on the chairs are better. They are real. The disc of the dish is a black loop hanging below his sister's hand. The pen moves again, and he laughs with delight. One by one, small circles cascade towards the floor. The biscuits fall, but don't fall. A curve of falling and not falling, and never a crash. He makes the mouths open wider, rounder. They are full of surprise. They won't close, ever. Plate falling, biscuit falling, mouths always open. Everything changing, but everything safe, everything fixed inside black lines. Why do we need to talk? In the picture is the world, whole and fractured, moving and still, celebrating the pull of gravity. The boy draws loops and lines and laughs, and he captures the time the plate fell, the biscuits fell. For this was a moment his family were living and breathing, then and now.
David the features and dim are his eyes. Yet all around him his glance wildly roves, till it alights on the heart that he loves. Give me my harp, my companion so long. Let it once more add its voice to my song. Though my old fingers are palsied and weak, still my good harp for its master will speak.
David an helani mi, sai kan maru roi ton arni, kolu biandu lau I gerait atant, de wach ben diru an wenu an plant.
Ina blentyn ar fy manwes, glidach hanes ag i'w hon. Braich am amsyn, dyn amdanad, tad mamsi, dan fy non. Ni hadim am, hadat gantyn, Nai hindin atigan, Inan dawel anu in blentyn, Inan fwynar fronda fam. Inan dawel eno hina, Hinan bwyna llwys ailin. Angalion, rhys an gwenu, Arcadian, gwenyn llon. Tiad gwenyn an oil blentyn, un an awel ar fy mron.
Aid ag ofni dim ond dailon, gira gira ar y ddor. Paid ag ofni ton fach unig, sia ar lan y môr. Un a blentyn, nid oes yma, fe mi roddi I tifro. When yn dawel an fy minwes, ar yr engel gwanion dra.
Ar engel gwanion dra.
Merhaba everyone, ben Deshna, memnun oldum. I will be speaking a poem that I've written today. Okay. The dust settled. I look up at the blue sky and its audacity to blow wind like it didn't just watch everything taken away from me. I look down, my hands, my feet, covered in white, ashen remnants of what used to be my home. The only color coming from where my skin has holes. A silence engulfs me as I look around me, a silence so deafening I put my hands on my ears to scream. A faint whisper grabs my attention. I gather my thoughts to listen. Somewhere under the rubble is my daughter. Somewhere under the rubble. I panic and panic again. My body takes its sweet time catching up with the urgency in my mind, and I can finally, shakingly move. My knees don't have the strength to hoist me, but my mind does. I reach crawling where the sound is. I'm here, I say. I'm here, I repeat. I dig into the ruins. The concrete scrapes and wounds me as I pull it away from my child, and curse the earth for putting this pain on another mother. I pull and push for hours. Over the days, singing her lullabies, telling her it will be okay. And my love, she smiles through her dusty eyes, knowing her mother is there, that her mother will make it all right. And I cry. I cry knowing this is all I can do. I cry knowing I cannot get her out. I sing because I cannot let her know, even though she knows, and smiles still. It's all right because she's got her mother, as she slowly slips away. Thank you.
يوم راني معاك وغدوة تاني متمني اكتب المكتوب ونكون احداك يا قلبي شوف هواك وين رماني فوق بحر صافي مواج وداني معاك تبع رياح الحب وعندك حطني وداني وصاني وقال لي حبيبك ما تنساه ايه يا الزينة ما درتي فينا انا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا يا الزينة ما درتي فينا أنا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا قالوا لي خرجتي في ظلام وعليا سولتي في غياب القمر بعيونك ضويتي قالوا لي عليك نجمة يا نجمة ما بنتي وين كنتي يا شحال قولي لي علاش هربتي قالوا لي خرجتي في ظلام وعليا سولتي في غياب القمر بعيونك ضويتي قالوا لي عليك نجمة يا نجمة ما بنتي وين كنتي يا شحال قولي لي علاش هربتي ايه يا الزينة ما درتي فينا أنا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا يا الزينة ما درتي فينا أنا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا موطني الجمال والجلال والثناء والهناء في رباك والحياة والنجاة والهناء والرجاء في هواك هل أراك سالما منعما وغانما مكرما سالما منعما وغانما مكرما هل أراك في علاك تبلغ سماك تبلغ سماك موطني موطني موطني موطني الشباب لن يكل همه أن يستقل أو يبيد نستقي من الردى ولن نكون للعودى كالعبيد لا نريد ذلنا المؤبدا وعيشنا المنكدا ذلنا المؤبدا وعيشنا المنكدا لا نريد بل نعيد مجدنا تليد موطني
Thank you very much, everybody, for sharing this night with us, helping, supporting. So thanks for sharing this night with us. Thanks for the solidarity, and thanks for being here. It's amazing to be doing this. It's not just helping others, you also helped us today, because we all needed help, we all needed your support, your moral support, your being there together, being in solidarity. So I would like to thank, on behalf of all my friends from Turkey, all my friends who have been hit hard by this, especially mentally, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Diolch am dod, Nosta. Good night. Spas.